So we've got a huge amount of work left to do. And we're going to have to make some very tough decisions if we are going to be able to make the investments that are going to be critical to America's future. That's what this budget debate in Washington is all about right now. You've already heard a little bit about it, and over the next few weeks, it's going to start heating up, and we're going to have to make some very, very tough decisions. Because we need a government that lives within its means. You all live within your means, hopefully. And that means that you've got to prioritize. We don't have unlimited resources. So we've got to decide what's important to us. But this is not just a budget question, this is a values question. So I've put forward a plan that says, yes, we can cut every program that's not working and every little bit of waste that we can find across the board, whether it's in the defense department or it is in social service programs that don't work. We can't waste money because times are tight. But what I've also said is we can't stop investing in the things that are going to make us competitive in the future. We can't stop investing in education. We can't stop investing in medical research. We can't stop investing in building our infrastructure, all the things that help make us the greatest country in the world. We cannot stop caring for our seniors and the disabled and the most vulnerable in our society. And so what you're going to see over the next several months, but also over the next several years, is a debate about who we are. Because there's a way for us to solve our deficit problems and our debt problems in a way that's fair and balanced and that shares sacrifice. So that we're not just doing it on the backs of the poor. We're not just doing it on the backs of those without a voice or those who can't afford a lobbyist in Washington. One of the disagreements that we have is even after we've made all these cuts and we're making some painful, difficult decisions, the notion that because a bunch of you guys bought my book, and actually doing very well, should not have to pay a little more. The notion that I'd get a $200,000 tax break, and as a consequence of that tax break, hundreds of kids might not be able to go to Head Start. Or as a consequence of a tax break for me, that senior citizens might end up having to pay thousands of dollars more for their Medicare. See that? That's not who I think we are. Of America that says only a few can do well. I believe in a big America, an expansive and compassionate and generous America, and a bold America, and an optimistic America, and one that says it does not matter who you are or what you look like or where you come from, everybody's got a chance at the American dream. And we've all got an obligation to help each other achieve our dream. That we're not in this just for ourselves. That you're not just on your own. That I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. And I believe that not just out of a sense of compassion or charity, but because if I drive by a school and I see kids out there playing in the playground and I know that they've got a great teacher in there and they're learning their math and they're learning their science and they're going to be able to get on track to college and a career, I say to myself, you know what, that makes me feel good because that's better for my life. Knowing that kids in my country all have a shot. And if at some point ever I'm able to walk in Central Park again, and I'm taking a stroll and I see, an elderly couple pass by me and they're holding hands, and I'm thinking, oh, that's going to be me and Michelle someday. And I know that they've got the security of a stable retirement, and they're not going to have to worry that if they get sick, they'll lose everything. That makes my life better. That's the vision I've got for America. That's what we're fighting for. That's why you campaigned for me in 2008. That's why I need you to campaign for me again in 2012. Our job is not done. We're going to fight for that vision. Let me just say that I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I also know that over the last 2.5 years, there have been times where you think to yourself, gosh, I'm not feeling as hopeful. This change, I'm not sure I can believe it. I know you still got the poster, But there have been times where you say, how come we didn't get the public option? Or, why did healthcare take so long? Or I know that there are times where you get frustrated. And well, that's not true. You don't get frustrated. And the reason I say it is I get frustrated. I would love to be able to just, our whole program just got implemented in 6 months, and I would then just relax. But you know what? We live in a democracy. And it's a big and messy democracy. And it's noisy and it's contentious. But that's what democracy is. It requires engagement. It requires citizens to take these debates seriously and to pay attention and to suffer setbacks. Sometimes people say, I don't know, during the campaign, everything was so terrific, and now, governing seems so much more frustrating, and I want to remind everybody, the campaign seemed frustrating a lot of times. It wasn't perfect either. And we had setbacks, and we had struggles, and there were times where we didn't get to where we wanted to go as quick as we wanted. But I just want everybody to understand, we have made enormous progress. And the only reason we've made progress is because all of you stayed committed. And all of you stayed engaged. And all of you, no matter the setbacks, said, I still believe that America can be better. And I'm going to play a part of it. This campaign was never just about me. It was about the commitments we made to each other as Americans and the commitments we're making to the next generation. So don't sit back and wait. Don't sit back and wait for me. I need you. I need all of you to knock on doors and make phone calls and send emails and do whatever it is that you need to do, because we are going to need the same energy and the same passion and the same engagement. And if we do, then I promise you there is nothing that will stop us, and we will get done everything that we promised we would get done. God bless you, New York.